And then this skin up here is going to be tucked in up there. Okay. Again, this is going to be very, very soft. We're just trying to tuck it in and get a little bit of detail into it. But what I do want to do, the one thing I want to do right now is very, very important. These little pins here, they're called insect pins. So what I want to do, I don't want to lose the integrity of this front corner. So I'm going to pin that in place. Okay? On both sides. Don't want to lose that front corner. Whatever we do, we don't want to lose that. Okay? Because that's where our eye is going to start, is that front corner. Okay? And you can see here, this eye is taking shape. Now you can use your eye tool. And this is his left eye. So I'm going to put this in. Look how close we were. It's like I've done this a time or two. Okay. Beautiful. Beautiful set on that eye. And again, I'm going to clean this off here in a second. Now, we're going to move to his right eye, okay? So I can show you here, okay? Okay. Again, from working on it, all that, it's probably a little miscombobulated. And tomorrow we're going to have to go over this thing and retuck them and all that good stuff. So right now I'm just trying to tuck them in, fluff them up a little bit, and get things situated. Okay, so you might not be able to see it, but I could see my eye right now. Okay, so again, it's the same thing you want to do on this eye. I'm opening it up. The front corner of the eye is called the cornunculus, coruncle. We're going to tuck that in. And this is a very, very small eye to be dealing with, so I'm tucking the back here. Now, I'm going to either tuck the top and then you tuck the bottom. Okay. And a lot of people ask me, hey, how do you get your eyes so beautiful, Nick? Well, this is one thing right here is for reference, is just you can place this on top of his head and just after second or third day and just go to town and just totally replicate this that's on his eye. So reference, 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 very, very important. So that's how you get an animal looking like he's supposed to. Okay, so coruncle's tucked where it should go. Again, little tiny insect pin. I don't care about any other place in his eye right now but that front corner. I don't want to lose that. Okay. Very important to keep that front corner. The reason why is that's where the whole eye starts. So, okay. Just beautiful eyes. My God, these are gorgeous. Gorgeous eyes on this thing. Very expensive, but I'll tell you what, they're worth it. Beautiful. Okay. Again, we can take this, his right eye. See how close we were? Right there. Almost perfect. Okay. Okay, now what we do is I like to take my brush, a little bit of water, Again, this is going to take 3, 4, 5 days, maybe a week to set up. So you can take a big brush like this. This is the brush I like for deer, but this is not a deer. It has very small eyes, so you can take a Q-tip, or you can use a smaller brush and just try to clean off these eyes a little bit, like so. Look at that. Just, oh man, I think Mike Lerner is going to love his bear. These are beautiful eyes. I'm definitely going to order another pair of these. Most expensive eyes I could find, but my God, they're gorgeous. Okay. He's starting to come to life here, right before your eyes. Okay. All right. Beautiful eyes. Okay. Now, I'm just going to wipe my hands off again. When you're trying to tune in your bear or whatever you're working on, try to keep your hands as clean as possible. So the lips are tucked, the eyes are tucked. Like I said, I'm going to have to go over this thing tomorrow and tune them in. But I just want to show you a little bit here how I'm going to super glue the artificial nose skin. Well, super glue the real skin to the artificial nose. That's a fair way to put it. So what I use is Zap-A-Gap. It's about 12 bucks a bottle. Very, very expensive, but great stuff. And what I did was I went over the skin on the bear's nose, and I made the skin perfect to fit against this artificial nose, if that makes sense. Okay. So what we do is we get this thing lined up perfectly how it goes, okay, just like so. And I scruffed up that surface, and you don't have to be a superhero. You don't have to do 2 feet at a time of this. Just do a little section. Put your super glue down, okay? Very important. The Zap-A-Gap gives you about 30 seconds or so to line up your skin, and then it's set, okay? Just like so. Look how perfect that is. You cannot tell the difference between the real nose and a fake nose at this point. Okay, it's super glued in place. Perfect. I made sure, because when I was doing my pre-fitting, I made sure my skin around here was the same height as that nose. So in other words, the leather inside here is identical to what I need it to be. Okay, so now what I'm going to do, I'm going to go around this corner. Some guys, what some guys want to do is, which we can do this, okay, and you want to make sure this area is dry, okay, make sure it's dry. So it's going to line up beautifully. What I'm doing is I'm rolling this down, and I'm going to put my super glue in there. Okay. Okay. Making sure my center section is perfect, and then we want to manipulate the skin to be exactly the same height as this nose. Okay. If it dries and there's a little gap, that's fine, because there's this epoxy clay that I use, and inevitably it'll dry a little bit and shrivel up a little bit, and then you just go over that little seam with that, and that's that. It'll be fine. Okay, so that's tacked in just fine. And then we're going to go around this side here. We'll be done with this bear here in a few minutes, really for the night. But putting a good amount there. I want to establish my corner. Right here, I want to establish that corner. And then I want to bring my skin right up to this nose, okay? Now I'm manipulating this skin with this tool. I'm making it the same exact height as my nose. Look at that. And of course you're going to see a little bit of a seam now, especially because the glue will dry with a little bit of a white haze to it. But once it's final epoxied and airbrushed in, you will not see that. Okay, just checking my side here. Beautiful. And all I need is just this little piece right here, and then we're done gluing this nose. That's the best way to do it, is to measure your noses and buy an artificial nose. Because what happens is the real nose on a bear will contort. It will change over the years, and these inner nostrils will move on you, so it's it's much easier. Just go and buy an artificial nose. This nose was like $18 or so. It's worth every nickel of it. That way you don't have any problems. Okay, so there you go there. And that's what taxidermy is as a process. You go from one thing to the next to the next. Okay, that's centered. Okay, all right. Now to check yourself again, this middle, the center line here goes, you can guess it, in the center. Pretty easy. And I'm not going to mess with this really until tomorrow. I'm going to have to retuck this tomorrow. That's totally fine. You're not going to get things 100% done. You could see that didn't grab right there. So, okay. That one area here I thought was glued didn't grab. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just re-glue it. I'm just using just a nail. I thought it took, but apparently not. Scratching it up again. Okay, and a little bit of glue. I think what happened is it actually closed up on me. So, okay, here we go. That actually closed up, so, okay, now we got a good amount of glue. Okay, and get on it right away. Try to manipulate this to the exact height that you need it again. And tomorrow I'm going to pull on this skin, going around the nose. I'm going to pull on it and make sure it all set up. If it happens to pull apart, then guess what? We're going to go and hit it again. So that does happen. Okay. That's that. And that's that. Okay. Now, I've got extra hair all over the place here. That's okay. Just gonna blow them out. Just a final blowing for you here. I'm just gonna blow them out. And we're going to close for tonight here. Let me turn on this blower. We'll blow them out. Here we go. That. Now, again, I'm not quite sure what I want to do with his ears, but I don't want to give him a mean look. I want to make him real docile. So I'll probably lay his ears to the side about like this. Very docile look to him, but not worried about that right now. We have plenty of time to play with that. But as you can see, he's really taking good shape. Tomorrow, what I'll do is I'll take this little model here, this reference of a black bear, and tomorrow I'll be able to press in a lot more of these details. A lot of times what I do is I just lay it on the head, and as you can see, you can just push into the clay what we put in there. So it's like so. We'll be able to put all this detail into our black bear tomorrow. But it's going to be very, very soft here for a while. So I really hope you enjoyed watching. It's a professional mounting of a black bear. This is a brand new form, a brand new year, a brand new season. GAMESLAYER hunting. Here you go. Here's your beautiful black bear. Tomorrow I'll start working on it, get it all tuned in, and this is going to be a beautiful mount on a rock base. And hope you enjoyed watching. I'm Nick Glorioso, Glorioso Wildlife Mounts Taxidermy, 802-733-2590. I want to thank my beautiful camera girl, Rebecca, for videotaping this for us. And want to thank our sponsors, Illusion Camo, GAMESLAYER Hunting, Glorioso Wildlife Mounts Taxidermy, and of course Wilderness Taxidermy and Tannery for tanning this bear for us. So hope you enjoyed watching. Hope you learned something. We'll see you next time.